Hello, beautiful ones. I'm Jen Magenta Moon, and today I'd like to talk about energy leaks, knowing yourself, and keeping your frequency high. There's been so much energy, guys, just huge changes in our world, and if it's not one thing, it's the next, right? And it can feel very overwhelming, and our energy is absolutely paramount in knowing how to manage to be able to traverse this time with ease and grace and gentleness. So when I talk about energy leaks, I'm talking about aspects of your life that you are allowing your energy to go into without consciously being aware of what it's taking from you. So I want you to think about it. How often are you on social media? How often do you watch the news? How often are you around people that might feel like they drain your energy? What's coming up in your world that is taking things away from you that you haven't given permission for them to take? When we know ourselves, when we take the time to do the work, and this is personal development, this is spiritual growth, this is shadow work, this is looking at yourself through many different perspectives and different lenses. It's trying different practices and tools and techniques. It's taking the time to actually say, who am I? Because the more we know ourselves, that's what raising consciousness is about. That is when we can start to take away the veils or the tinted glasses that we've had in front of us, our eyes, looking at the world through our past pain, our past traumas, our self-limiting beliefs, our behavior patterns, our belief patterns. So much of who we are was created when we were 1 to 8 years old. And so much of that does not serve us anymore. It is time, my friends, to know thyself, to do the work whatever it takes. There is no now or never. It is simply now. We are so close to the veil sometimes, so close to the other realms that I can feel it. It's tangible. And in those other realms, there's a different timeline. It's an eternal now. When I do shamanic journeying and I go into the quantum field, into the shamanic realm, into the spirit realm, I can make effect on things that ripple out into the physical world. They change how I feel about something that happened when I was 5 years old, that I have held as a trauma in my body, in my emotional being for my whole life. That's really powerful stuff. And shamanic journeying might not be the modality that resonates for everyone, but it's about going and finding what works for you. What is it that is going to help you to discover the blocks that is sitting right in front of you? What walls have you imprisoned yourself within you? When you know yourself, you can be more aware of what you're doing with your energy. How do you wake up in the morning? What do you do first thing? Do you check your phone? Do you get up and do something? Do you take a moment just to take stock of who you are, where you are, how are you feeling? What did you do through your night? Did you travel? Did you astral travel? Did you dream? Did you not sleep well? Why didn't you sleep well? It's like cultivating not only an emotional intelligence, but a spiritual intelligence, an energetic intelligence about who we are and what we're experiencing and what we're then creating as we move forward. Because everything we see, we do, we feel, we act on actually creates that next chapter, actually creates that next evolution of who we are. So when we're not doing it consciously, that means we're doing it unconsciously. And we're not necessarily creating or moving towards that path that we want, those dreams that have been lighting us up for years. Can you say that you know what your life purpose is? Have you felt that there's just something missing? You're supposed to be doing something. Yes, I felt that for many, many years. And I searched and I tried and I looked at different teachers and I went to retreats and workshops and did lots of courses. And eventually I found the things that resonated, that dropped in, that felt like, oh, that's it. That's it. My whole being light up. My whole world changes. So I want to invite you to just be brave, and when you've got gifts, don't be afraid of them. Find ways to express them. Find places to practice them that are supported and potentially guided. Because it can be scary when we start to increase our gifts, our intuition, our magic. It really does open up a whole new world, and it's not the normal world. We're moving out of the normie world and we're moving into a space where magic actually happens. I remember the day when I really realized that, and I recognized why I'd loved fantasy books my whole life, and because it was like remembering. It was like reading things that I remembered from past lives and in other incarnations. We have so much capacity, so much that it is at our disposal, yet we are the ones blocking ourselves. So I want you to be aware, where is your energy leaking? Where is it going in your world that potentially you can pull it back from? Do you have any energetic cords connecting you to people, places, things, past situations that you are ready to cut? It's time. It's time to step up into the best person that you can be and know yourself on the deepest level. And it's not just I'm going to go do a weekend workshop and I'm done. This is a lifelong process. But you need the skills and the tools and the practices and the techniques to actually be implementing into your life to see what works and see what doesn't. What resonates, what lights you up, what showed you some darkness, but you've got the tools there to get you through it. It doesn't have to be scary. You just have to take the first step today, and then the next step tomorrow, and then the next step the next day, and keep going. Find the people that light you up, that just trigger that something that hit you in the heart. Keep following their work. Keep listening to them. Because that's a sign from the universe. And the universe works in so many ways. They are going to knock you over if you don't listen. But if you actually listen hard, they've been knocking on the door for quite a while. Don't let the universe have to send you a 10-ton truck to make you actually stop and wake up. Choose the conscious experience of this life. Choose to do it and create this life of abundance that is waiting for you. Keep doing things that are going to raise your frequency. Because when you know what's taking your energy and you can go, no, I'm not giving that my energy. Or, I didn't realize that by doing that way, I was actually giving all my energy away and it wasn't coming back to me. It has to be cyclic. We have to give and receive, give and receive. I only have a small window of time today because I have beautiful construction workers outside going up and down the street with big loud beeping and truck moving things, and it's just completely joyous, really. But I'm choosing not to allow it to take my energy, which it had been in the last couple of days. I was finding myself getting really frustrated by it. Whereas now I just went outside and I said, hey guys, are you going to take a lunch break? What time and how long for? Great, I'm going to jump on and talk to my crew. Look, that was just my little download today. Be wary of where your energy is. Know who you are. Just take that first step today to even just asking the question of yourself. Stating, I want to welcome in a new aspect of me. I want you to show me what's holding me back. I want to discover some more of my power. Simply by asking it, it allows magic, the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, to start to do their work because you've given permission and you've asked for it. So my friends, I'd love for you to connect with me if you resonate with any of my words, any of my energy, and have a most beautiful day. Bye.